Right? You've already seen some results,
Yeah.
but even this, he's doing it kind of wrong. Let me just show you. Do one more. Right when, first off, he has a great serve because he has a lively arm. And that's what the guys at home are going to see. All they're seeing is the fluidity of his arm. Put your racket up. Here's the problem. See, he's not really doing this correctly. When you toss, bend, and tilt, this has to stay still. He's tossing, bending, and tilting. The racket's about right here. See where the racket? He's actually moving it. Keep this back as long as you can. Remember what I tell you guys. The body should, like throwing a football, a Hail Mary or anything. The body pulls the arm. What you're doing. That's why I had him start here to correct all the timing. But if he leaks back in, you're right there. It's probably better than before. Before he probably had his knees bent.
Oh yeah.
And he was way down here.
Yeah.
Now you've still leaked to there. If you keep this back here longer, and then just jump and do what we talked about, you'll go harder. Don't move that racket. Just tilt back, move it. Again. And he's a very handsy guy. He likes to lasso this thing around. Don't move it. You're just going to tilt back, jump, and there's a collision. Don't move it. Don't move it. Jump. Make sure you tilt. Right there. Do not move it. Don't move it. Jump. Good try again. You're a little tired from doing that drill. Again, that's the way it's going to be in the third set. Do not move it, okay? Just tilt back and jump. Better. A little better. Still leaking a lot. See, if I could show you this in 400 frames a second, put it up there. This racket's still about right here. See, the first thing that should move, his leg should move that. This should have moved an inch. The first thing that moves is what? See, your racket still, it's even moving from this position. So you can imagine if he does the wind-up. See, probably the guys back home, it's not their fault. They're not even understanding about when the leg drive and the racket all occur. Maybe, I don't know. As the racket goes in, the leg should be coming up. I remember, he would do all this shake and bake. He would be in there way too soon. The legs and racket went at the same time. Here, the great Venus. Her racket's here when her legs are still down. She could have hit 140. Now, everybody might think, oh, she has a good serve. No, it could have been better. And that's all I'm saying. He has a fast serve for one reason. His arm's like a rubber band. That's why. I'm just saying, keep it back forever. Do not move it. Tilt, don't move it. Tilt, now go. Again, as weird as that felt, that was actually really good. Come on, more on. You'll see. You'll see. So what has to happen is this. Bend your knees. Now start to go forward. Turn. See, you want to feel a pull. See, you want to feel, watch it. It's like throwing a football or a baseball. When you see a pitcher, you're going to see, you'll see. You see how that stretched this muscle? He never did that before because he went like this. His racket was here. He never got a pull on the shoulder. And that's because the timing of your legs and racket was incorrect. So I put you here to get your house in order. Now what he's doing is this. He's still putting the racket like that before he even moves his legs. It should be like this. Watch this. See how you got that? Same as me throwing a ball. See how it stretched that part? Because my legs are going first. You know what? Don't even think of your racket. Don't even think of your racket. Just tilt back, jump. Don't even swipe. Just turn your body and there's a collision. Okay. I would rather have you do that a couple times. That actually made my day. That was the extreme. Turn. Go. There it is. You saw all this space right there. I don't know if you can see it. How he wasn't in too close. That was better. Don't move it. I trust you. Don't move it. You're getting closer. Other than weird, what's it feel like? You feel something there?
Yeah.
See? He said he felt cold. No one's going to ask you to feel cold. If his racket's in too soon, and this happens, girls, you have no idea, even the best girls in the world get it. Not one good guy, trust me. Keep it back forever. But notice what I said. The one where he did it just bizarre, where he didn't even move at all, I said I liked it. Now the next one got a little better, then the next one got a little better. You got to over-exaggerate. The quickest way to learn to make things happen fast is this. Tilt back. You should come up like a jackrabbit. There's just a collision. Don't move it. Jump. Told you. It's not because it went in, huh? Yeah. But see, he liked it. He liked it. You liked it because it went in. That's like the icing. I'm working the cake. This is all about the cake. You know, this isn't even about the result. It's about the sound. Keep going. That was great. But you got to know why. You got to know why. See, even, listen, it's like someone said, well, what do you think of quick start and the little balls and stuff like that and with all these little kids? I said, listen, it's great. It's all good. But if the coaching's bad, you can be bad on a small court too. The kids are just doing everything wrong. So it doesn't really matter. So what I'm saying is, even if he does this, if he does this wrong or too much in, it won't be as bad as what I saw before, but it's still not right. The timing has to be pristine. Watch it. That means as clean as a whip. Watch it. Now watch. See, my legs drove the racket. Look. My legs are making the racket go into my back. What he's doing, not now, the last two you did a little better. What he's doing, he's going like this. He's tossing, okay, and the racket goes like this. See where it is? And then he goes. And so he really isn't going to get the pull, and it affects the timing.
So to fix that, I can just hold my racket up there?
As long as you can. The legs have to go first.
No, but I can hold my racket up there.
Yeah, it's got to be, like, make sure. He's already starting to move it. See, he should be focused on one thing. The cartwheel or the tilt and the jump. This is all about legs if you want to change the timing. This isn't about, use my legs on the serve. That's not what I'm talking about. Don't move it, just tilt back, jump. There it is. And I remember last time when you were here, this is kind of where we left off.
Yeah, you wanted him to get there, yeah.
You start banging, and you can see when you first started off, you know now the correction that I made that you're doing it wrong. See, he was getting a little accidental spin because the ball was in too soon. You weren't cracking it like that in the beginning, 5 minutes ago. Don't move it, just tilt back. The body pulls the arm through. And then you can be yourself. Then you be kite. His arm can go crazy. Once a guy goes back to pass, and he gets in this position, all right? The first thing that's gonna move is what? What do you think? Watch this. Any quarterback, watch, when he's gonna throw it, watch the first thing that moves. It's this. You don't see him go like this. You don't go. The first thing that moves, the leg and the hip. That triggers the arm. The problem with the serve, your arm's twice as long. And that's why all these kids get screwed up. No one really understands what's going on because it happens so quickly. Does that make sense? And I don't blame the coach at home. If he started like that, go put it there. And maybe he got to there and they weren't really seeing what they should see. But if anybody saw what you were doing on the last two, they would say it's awesome. Don't move it, just tilt back. Okay, you leaked a little bit.
Yeah.
And here's what's gonna happen. Notice the sound. Go ahead. Notice the sound. You got too much spin. Spin is good, but he had too much spin. When you put the racket in, it pulls his body down. You hit the ball in the net. People are gonna say, oh, toss it higher. That's nothing to do with it. Well, if you toss it higher, that does help. But that's not why it went into the net. That went into the net because his racket was there too soon. Period. If you keep it back forever, it goes over with mustard. Watch. You had mustard. What'd you say? Okay. And the toss was bad, but you kept your racket back. Keep it back forever. Just tilt back and jump. There's a collision, and you can let your arm fly after that. Jump. You didn't hit. He didn't. I guarantee you didn't hit a serve like that the last 3 months at home.
No.
I guarantee.
What about second serves?
Well, second serve, it's the same concept. You want him to keep it back longer. The only difference is he would toss the ball a little more like, let me explain. I'm glad you brought that up. Okay, on the first serve, remember what I said. You want to go like this. You want to toss, bend, and tilt. See how I went this way? See how I'm going? So everything's linear. It's all about forward rotation. But on the second serve, you can go like this. There is some twist. See how I'm turning my body? You do want to twist because look, when I go to hit the second serve, I go that way. Remember, on the second serve, and the toss can come a little bit back of your head. So on the second serve, everything's the same. The concept, keeping it still, all that. But instead of him going like this, look, see how I'm going back this way in a straight line. He can go like this. He can twist. And why do I say you can twist? Because look how I swing at the second serve. See, the second serve swung like from, if there's a clock, like 7 to 2. So it doesn't make sense for him to go this way to do that. Do you want to twist a little more on the second serve? Does that make sense? So it's identical, except he can twist more and the ball should come back at you. But as far as this other stuff, it's the same.
Yeah, so we started out with all twist, then we went to all this, and now we're still working on this, broken, but for second serves we can add a little bit of twist, but still with the tilt.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. It's a good question. I'm glad you asked that. Because there are differences, first. Yeah. I'm not even worried about really your second serve.
Yeah.
I just want you to hold it there forever. Feel like, here's what you got to feel like, and this is tough. Feel like your body pulls the arm through, that concept. Good. That was a B+. I keep it back even longer. Keep it there, bend, and start your body going forward. The body pulls it through. Just look at power. I know you're going, hey, out. The guy in the head. I know that went out. Then you have to worry about just snapping more. Those are easy corrections. Anybody at home can help him with that. All on this is about the timing. That's all this is about. Sequencing your upper and lower body.
Bam.
Keep it back. You're doing great. Got in there too soon. When it got in there too soon, it's like a chopper. And that's what you did before. Before it was a nightmare. Nightmare. No, it was a nightmare. And that was even abbreviated nightmare. Does the guy back home know why we were doing this, or he didn't want you to explain?
No, I gave him the videos. I'm showing most everything.
Then he understood, or he
I'm going to bring him in June too.
Awesome. Listen, I get this stuff, macros, it's just, they all do it. And then after they get it, they all start doing it. But initially, push back. Again, don't move it, okay? You just tilt back as far as you can, and your body, just launch your body. Forget the racket. But notice how I'm explaining it. Hey, don't swing. Forget your racket. Just jump in. Keep it back forever. And that, when someone's little, what he's thinking of, I'm going to toss it, I'm going to beat the crap out of it. And he's going to think his arm. Believe it or not, if you do it the way I'm showing you, your arm actually will go faster because you already got a loose arm. Does that make sense? Keep going. You're doing great. Back on track with this, that's for sure. Keep it back. Think a little bit. Think a little bit. See, if he's sincere and he really means it, like, then we're going somewhere. Because most kids, the kid your age here from Thailand, it's like number one. If it goes in, he likes it. If it goes out, he doesn't. And we're like on week 3. It's like the craziest thing. You'd rather do them all wrong and get like all of them in. Keep it back. Just tilt, jump. You didn't see that the last 3 months. See? Now, when that happens, what I'd have to tell his coach is, I need to explain why that happened. By the timing of his legs and racket being perfect. And that was perfect. The legs made the racket go down faster, up faster. It made him go over the top more. Didn't you feel like more explosive there? But people can tell you, be more explosive, jump. They can tell you those things, and those are all good things. But the sequencing was wrong before. Keep going. People aren't here. You just keep rolling. Don't move it. Don't move it. Don't move it. Just tilt back. Jump. You're really thinking. Very good discipline. See, what concerns me is when this is a major league problem before. He used to take his hand, and not only was it too close to his head, I mentioned that, didn't I? Or not? He really turned the racket a lot. And I see that once in a while now, where when you do it not my way, the way you should do it, I don't see that. Keep it back. Pull. Not bad. Not bad. Keep it back even longer, okay? Don't move it. Check your feet. Keep back. Don't, just tilt back, jump. Great miss. And I think you can relate. When you do it right, he'll feel what he should feel is a pull in his right shoulder. If you think about it, if anybody throws a baseball or a football, they're going to feel this. You can see a picture. You can see a picture and
Sure.
you can just see what I mean by the pull. But if I videotaped his serve and he got it in there too soon, you wouldn't see a pull. So you're going to see this. See, that doesn't look like a pull.
Yeah.
Watch this. See, there's a pull. And that's all timing. Couple more. Keep it back as long as you ever have. Jump as high as you can, but keep it back as long as you can. Doing great. By the way, you know what? If you wait too long, it's my fault. That won't work. You see what he does right? You see more space. He looks more organized. He doesn't look like he's like flipping all over the mat. Tilt, go. You're on fire.
Yeah, that was way better.
What do you think? But here's the key. That's going to get better. The other way, I'm telling you, you're correcting symptom after symptom. People tell you about his legs, his toss. That's all good little stuff. All right? There's, like I said, a lot of girls on the tour, they do it wrong, especially on the second serve. They don't want to double fault. They stick it in too soon. They deaccelerate. They're afraid. And so they can't hit the ball like over 70 miles an hour. And this is what I'm saying is, you need to understand he has to be his own coach on this. Help me pick up.
Thanks very much.